Join me as I dive deep into the question. Is China really taking over Germany's key industries? Let's explore the evidence and see what we can uncover. Hi, I'm Leslie Walker. Welcome to Q's Fleet News, the place where you get your fleet news in 7 minutes. When we think of Germany, we often think of a country steeped in history, culture, and industrial prowess. But beneath the surface, a fascinating story is unfolding. China, the world's second largest economy, is increasingly making its presence felt in Germany's key industries. This development has sparked intense debate about the implications for Germany's economy, security, and global influence. From automobiles to aerospace, Germany's industrial base has long been a cornerstone of its economic success. But as China's economy has grown, so too has its appetite for strategic investments abroad. Germany, with its highly skilled workforce, cutting-edge technology, and central location in the EU, has become an attractive destination for Chinese capital. The stakes are high, and the questions are many. Is China's increased influence a natural consequence of globalization? Or is it part of a more concerted strategy to reshape the global economic landscape? As we explore this topic, we'll examine the evidence, weigh the risks and opportunities, and ask what it all means for Germany's future. Historically, China and Germany have enjoyed strong trade relations, with Germany being one of the first Western countries to recognize the People's Republic of China. In the 1980s, China began to open up its economy, and Germany was quick to capitalize on the new opportunities. Today, China is Germany's largest trading partner outside the EU, with bilateral trade totaling over 200 billion euros annually. Over the past decade, Chinese investment in Germany has surged dramatically. In 2016, China's Media Group acquired robotics firm KUKA, sending shockwaves through the German business community. Since then, Chinese investors have snapped up stakes in companies like Daimler, BMW, and Siemens, sparking concerns about the potential loss of German technology and expertise. The trend is clear. China is increasingly looking to Germany as a key partner in its Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project aimed at connecting China with Europe, Africa, and Asia. Germany's central location, highly developed infrastructure, and skilled workforce make it an attractive hub for Chinese investors. In the automotive sector, Chinese firms like Geely and BYD have made significant inroads, acquiring stakes in established German brands like Daimler and BMW. This has sparked concerns about the potential loss of German know-how and the impact on local jobs. The technology sector is another key area of Chinese interest. In 2020, China's Tencent Holdings acquired a stake in German fintech firm Wirecard, expanding its presence in Europe's financial services market. Other Chinese firms, like Huawei, have invested heavily in German research and development, sparking concerns about intellectual property theft and espionage. Renewable energy is another area where Chinese investors are making their mark. As Germany transitions to a low-carbon economy, Chinese firms like Goldwind and Mingyang are investing heavily in wind power and solar energy technologies. But what do these investments mean for Germany's economy and national security? Are Chinese firms simply looking to tap into Germany's expertise and technology? Or is there a more strategic agenda at play? Some experts argue that China's growing presence in Germany's key industries poses significant risks, including the potential loss of German technology and expertise, as well as increased vulnerability to Chinese espionage and intellectual property theft. Others, however, see the trend as a natural consequence of globalization, arguing that Chinese investment can bring much-needed capital and expertise to German industries. As we weigh the risks and opportunities, it's clear that Germany finds itself at a critical juncture. Can the country balance its need for foreign investment with the need to protect its national security and strategic interests? Dr. Marcus Taub, an expert on China-Germany relations, notes, the key challenge for Germany is to find a balance between attracting foreign investment and protecting its core interests. This requires a more nuanced understanding of China's strategic ambitions and a more coordinated approach to dealing with Chinese investment. Industry insiders like Wolfgang Bernhard, former chairman of Daimler's Mercedes-Benz, argue that German firms must be more proactive in adapting to changing global trends. We need to recognize that the global economy is shifting, and we need to be more open to partnerships and collaborations with Chinese firms. As we look to the future, it's clear that China's growing presence in Germany's key industries will have far-reaching implications for the country's economy, security, and global influence. In conclusion, the question of whether China is taking over Germany's key industries is complex and multifaceted. While there are certainly risks involved, there are also opportunities for Germany to benefit from Chinese investment and expertise. The key lies in finding a balance between openness to foreign investment and protecting Germany's core interests. As Germany navigates this complex landscape, one thing is clear. The country's future prosperity will depend on its ability to adapt to changing global trends and forge a new path forward. Join the conversation and share your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Q's Fleet News, the place where you get your fleet news in 7 minutes. I'm Leslie Walker. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.